Hey guys, what's going on? Absolutely beast here. Bringing you guys a race today on Prague Short. And this was a new fastest lap I set for myself. Put me, I think, around 87 in the Americas, which is pretty good. Anytime I can get into the top 100, that's always a plus for me. And not obviously some more work to do ahead of me. In the world, I don't know, maybe top 200, 250, somewhere in there, which is, that's a good start. But I'd like to, improve on that time. So I'm going to talk you guys through a lap here. So when you're hot lapping or rival lapping, it's extremely important to get a really good finish on the lap, because what happens is that determines, as you see, this is a straight. So if I had messed up that last turn there, then I wouldn't be carrying enough speed right here to start my lap, and that would affect my lap going forward. So it's extremely important to run a good clean one there. So I could have come in a little closer to that wall. That's something that I can work on for the next lap. Here I had to feather the throttle a lot. And, you really have to cut it close with all these walls, and, you just have to get it just perfect. And just a slight half an inch worth of miss or travel, or just a little bit of a degree or two on the stick, not paying attention, and you'll hit those walls and ruin it. So this turn, same thing, that right there. If I had touched that gray at all, it'd be dirty. You come in close there to the right. And then as I come in here, same thing here. If you take this turn too far to the right, even just another foot to the right, and I would have dirtied it. So, and then again, you come into a great finish turn there, so that you can carry as much speed as possible into the straight to get here into the next lap. So this is basically just a replay of the lap, so there is a loading thing each time the lap starts, but it's just a replay, so this is going to be the same lap over and over. That was the best one I just got. So, I had been stuck at that time for a while. I made a tune for this car back in February that was an all-around tune. It was something that you could use on all different tracks. It had a lot of grip, a lot of the handle, just really great handling. You could really push it hard, and it was so good that I've been using it for a couple of months, and it just started to feel like I wanted to mess around with another tune. Tuning's something that I really love to do. It's very hard to do and very time-consuming, and you need to know the car really well, and you need to know the tracks really well, or else, it's completely pointless. Especially since there's plenty of tuners out there already. There's a lot of well-known tuners in our class who you can download from, and so for most people, there's no point in messing with the tunes, because, you can just download one and it'll be fine. But I really love dialing in my car my own specific way for my own specific, purposes. And so here I just switched to the replay view, which is sort of like more of like a cinematic type view. It's the same lap again, but a little more cinematic. But so for me, I really love going into the tuning, and you can fine tune so many details about the car. And usually what happens is you'll tune for a couple of hours, or however long you tune for. And you may get it to feel right, or you may not. But inevitably, what happens is you get to a point where you change one little metric by 0.5% or something really small, and it ends up just like the clouds open up, and it's just like, oh man! And you just run a ridiculously fast lap, like a blistering lap. And that's what happened to me with this tune. So this was something that I did it for more speed, because the tune that I had was more for handling. It didn't quite have the top end, and so this tune was designed for speed. And here I'm going to do a cockpit view, which actually sounds really good. I've never heard this car. I've driven this car for like 60 or 70 hours and never really heard the cockpit view before, because I don't drive in cockpit view. But tuning is really labor of love. It's something I love to do. It takes a lot of hours, it's time consuming, and you do many laps, and you change little things here and there, and finally, when all the pieces come together, there's so many different metrics, so many different combinations. It's hard to even, it's so overwhelming that it took me, months to learn it in Forza 5, and it still has taken me, several months to do it here in this game. So, but when you finally get it, it pays off so well. So, this car feels like money, man, just absolute money. So thank you guys for checking out my stuff. Make sure you check out my channel. There's plenty of other videos there. I've uploaded a bunch recently, so make sure you check those out, and subscribe if you like my content. Check back soon. I've been trying to upload as much as possible. Thanks guys for checking this out. Catch you next time.